Hello, beautiful soul family. It's Breanne here. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome to Readings with Breanne. There was an article that I came across a couple of weeks ago now, and I haven't had time to do a video on this, but it is something that is surfacing again when I was connecting to meditation just recently here. So I thought it would be really important to do a video on this for you guys. And it's going to be in regards to this Stargate project. So Trump announced kind of backing this new Stargate project, and it's a new company that which intends to invest over $500 billion over the next 4 years building new AI infrastructures for open AI in the US. So it talked about deploying $100 billion immediately, and there's going to be infrastructures that will secure American leadership in AI and create hundreds of thousands of jobs and generate mass economic benefits for the entire world. And this project will not only support reindustrialization of the United States, but also provide a strategic capability to project the national security of America and its allies. So there's quite a few different funders involved in the Stargate, which includes SoftBank, Oracle, OpenAI, MGX. So I really wanted to kind of give you guys first off a bit of perspectives when I was connecting and meditating. Again, I've been newly connecting to a Arcturian and Syrian consciousness, and she deals a lot with timeline navigation. And I was connecting to her about AI and what that looks like for the future. She was giving me a little bit of just a perspective over the next, let's say, 4 to 5 years. And again, we do have a Trump as the president for the next 4 years here. And when she talks about him, she labels him as what she calls a disruptor. And she said he's really remains a focal point for a massive timeline division here. So whether you guys love him or hate him, he really is a catalyst for a big shift. And it's kind of that shift, his presence says in the political realm really shifts away from a sense of the globalist narratives here. And again, when she talks about the next 4 to 5 years, she really does talk about it's really going to be the turning point whether or not humanity fully steps in, reclaims its organic sovereignty. Because she says with AI expansion, it is moving at such a rapid pace through public projects, also secret projects as well. And this is really relating to also certain AI-driven, focused, controlled-based programs, centralized programs. So when it comes to, again, enforcement and trying to kind of really solidify controlled timelines, okay? So that is why the next couple years is extremely crucial, because we're going to see some of humanity awakening and rejecting these certain timelines or these pre-programming that they're still trying to push here. And from the perspective that I've received, by 2030, this is when timelines are more so gonna lock in, where it's like your timeline's kind of more, it's going to be more integrated. So there's going to be a group of individuals that unfortunately really buy into these controlled, centralized AI systems. And then there's going to be a group that are integrated in more of an organic way of unfolding their evolution and kind of awakening in that parallel reality here. So a lot of division over the next, let's say, 4 to 5 years, but it's like what she describes as the timelines locking in 2030. Now, she did say as well, there's not necessarily let's say, a singular destiny, you guys. There's a branching of pathways. And, like she said, she was talking about the probability of lots of people, mass awakenings still arising here. But, people are still waking despite the fact that there are, let's say, attempts to suppress it. So we will have to really kind of make sure that we are using our discernment and following the path of organic timelines, okay? So I wanted to see what the tarot had to say in terms of the Stargate project as well, and just to see where things are currently headed and see what the tarot have to say when it comes to the momentum moving forward here. All right, lovely souls. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the tarot has to say when it comes to like the true intentions behind this whole program, because, you know, what implications does it hold when we're looking at like a centralized system versus a decentralized system? So let's pull some tarot cards and see what energies are coming out here. All right, let's see what we have. Spirit, what do we have when it comes to this Stargate project here? Because what I'm curious is this just like a, if we look at this in terms of centralized control, is this system going to be put into place to kind of move towards more of a control with, let's say, data to decision making, or are we kind of veering off to more of a decentralized system that will empower individuals and the communities? Sorry guys, these cards are like not shuffling very well. All right, what do we have, Spirit, when it comes to this project Stargate? What can you share with us today? Ooh, we got that one. Ooh, the riddle. All right, so we've got the riddle. Let's get one more. The vessel. The riddle. The vessel. I'm going to take one more. I feel like taking one more. One more, Spirit. The riddle, the vessel. What do we have with Stargate? The father. Interesting. Back of the deck is the orphan. Sorry guys for the little bit of a glare again. Actually, I do see my little sidekick Cheddar over in the corner. I'm gonna grab him so I can block out the light for you guys. Let's see though, let's pull some tarot first. What do we have with the momentum of the Stargate system, Spirit? What's the energy of this headed towards more of a centralized system, or is this more of a decentralized system? What can we expect with this Stargate program? Death. Ooh, 7 of Swords. 10 of Swords, 7 of Cups, King of Swords, there's Trump, the Emperor, Page of Wands, and we have the 2 of Swords. I was gonna say, I wonder if the 2 of Swords is gonna come out. All right. All right, lovely souls. So I have to say, when we pull this energy about this Stargate program, there's a lot of things going on here. If we look at the Death card, this absolutely is showing, let's say, a sense of this new era that is transforming and evolving when it comes to AI and technology. So this is like a rebirth of a new era, and AI is not going anywhere, you guys. It's very present, and this is really leading to restructuring of artificial intelligence here. And the fact that we have the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords with the situation does show quite a bit of smoke and mirrors. There's stuff going behind the scenes. So when it comes to the question, is this leading up to be more of a centralized system? I do have to say that is what the tarot is telling me right now. Not to say that, I mean, it's the end of the world, you guys, but there are aims to have this as a more controlled system when it comes to digital banking, when it comes to our data, the medical systems, all of this. There are plans to try to have this to be more centralized. And then when we continue to kind of dissect this here too, it's also showing that their intentions here, like, yeah, they're like, look at this, look at this program over here. We're going to create all these jobs, and it's going to be so great for the economy. But let's kind of take a step back and look at this on a deeper level. Now, as Sarah says, there's also these energies of two different timelines, two different splits. We have the Two of Swords, you guys. So this is kind of going, right down the middle. And it's interesting because I'm seeing this father, and look at the split. You've got the dark and the light. Really interesting that popped up there. So the big thing that what I'm seeing with this Seven of Swords and the situation of the Stargate project, it's kind of what is being presented. It's not the reality. Look at this. It's not the true reality of what's going on behind the scenes. There's definitely issues when it comes to data privacy here. And it's like, there's like this power that is being kind of disguised as progress, okay? That's what I'm getting. Look at this power energy here. Now, especially when we kind of look at the King of Swords as the outcome of this, it's showing, again, this is ultimately being ruled by power, strict control. This is also referring to like law enforcement, for example, military. I mean, it definitely has Trump's energy there because he's a Gemini, but there's a sense of this is reinforcing a centralized probability from what I can see. Okay, so if that's the case, I mean, look at this riddle. I'm really amazed that this riddle came out, because when I look at that over that Seven of Swords as well, this is about, is this an awakening, or is this more or less manipulation and trickery and deceit here? So there's definitely something going on behind the scenes when it comes to the Stargate project, you guys. It doesn't look like the goal is to say, hey, let's start this initiative and incorporate AI so we can have a more decentralized system, so it's empowering the people. That's not the true intent behind it from what I can see. So let's do a tarot card pull on, let's say, the awakening of humanity here. Let's take a look, and we got that Two of Swords. So when we look at the energy of the Two of Swords and sitting on the fence, I mean, we do have what was aspecting that King of Swords, which was the Page of Wands. So these, it's just, these are individuals that are starting to wake up and starting to see the bigger picture, but are they waking up fast enough? Okay, so I wanted to ask the tarot, what's the probability here, Spirit, of enough people awakening when it comes to the next 4 years in terms of moving from a centralized to a decentralized system, for example, where, people are empowered and we're not in a state of control, being controlled by fear, or let's say control-based constructs or agendas here. So what does the next, let's look at do we want to do 5 years? I know that's a broad timeline, guys, but let's look at the next 5 years and see, where does that lead? Where is that looking like the current energy, Spirit, of humanity over the next 5 years when it comes to awakening? Will there be enough souls to awaken and move into a higher dimensional timeline, I guess we can say? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Ooh, I like that start. The Moon, the Star, the Page of Swords. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, so this, look at that, Fool on the back. So again, I know 5 years seems like a broad timeline, but this is absolutely something that I also wanted to talk about too, because I have conversed a bit with Sarah about these timelines, and I mean, with her being a timeline navigator and being able to give me some insight on that, she does talk about a major collective shift, but most likely I believe she was saying around 2028 to 2032, which is where there's going to be like more of a massive collective shift happening. Yes, it's happening now, but there's still quite a few people that are awake and stuck in this instability, kind of more of a illusions. They're allowing their fear-based systems to kind of take hold here. So what I can see is like the cards are absolutely relaying what she has told me, which is nice to see, because I want to use my discernment as well when I'm connecting with her. And it does absolutely. We have Four of Wands, and we do have the Temperance, showing that there is a sense of harmony that will come upon here for humanity in terms of awakening. But the fact that we have right now, we're in this Page of Swords. Okay, this is a delay, but this is the page with the moon is also showing me like, okay, yes, Four of Wands, people are awakening, like we said, but the fact is that a majority of the population is still remaining in a transitional phase here, and that's exactly what it's showing right now. They may be questioning things, like starting to question things, especially in 2025, but they're not fully breaking out of that so-called programming or stepping into their sovereignty here. So it's about a transition here. And I feel like there could absolutely be more, let's say, global events that are going to come about this year. I mean, look at this. We're in February 11th today when I'm filming this. And how many things have happened just in a month, from the drones to the fires to the fog to the, oh my goodness, so many different insane things. So plane crashes. And there's this sense with this energy that, yes, this is a critical period, but there are more engineered, let's say, events that are going to happen to keep people in this fight or flight mode, okay? Because when they have you in fear, then you're giving them power. And something that I wanted to relay again as well, I think I did talk about this in one of my videos when I was doing my introduction to Sarah, but she did talk about inorganic timelines or false timelines, for example, here. And the only thing is that these inorganic timelines, they cannot sustain themselves. So the moment people remove themselves from it, or they don't give it power, they will collapse because it's an illusion. It's not a true connection to the divine, to the source here. So overall, yes, there is a sense of, especially look at this, you guys, we have the Fool, look at new beginnings and the Fool coming out here. So these next 5 years, 4 or 5 years, are super crucial, and I feel like we are going to see a crap ton of still agendas and chaos trying to rock the boat, which may still, again, keep people down in that more of a lower vibration, but it's also making more people question this as well. So there is a sense of absolutely people awakening and coming out at the end of the tunnel here. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, something else that's actually coming out very strongly from the tarot here is if we look at the timeline, say from 2028 to 2032, there's a sense of, with this moon and the star card, you guys, there could be, again, a mass disclosure, like hidden truths that are coming out. And a lot of that, not all of it, but a lot of it here is to do with extraterrestrial presence here, okay? There's a sense that there are suppressed energies, maybe suppressed information, and maybe suppressed energies. I don't know why I said that. When it comes to, you know, things that have not been transparent. So these could be, you know, proof that have come out about manipulation that have happened for decades here. And when we're looking at that, that's going to shatter a lot of old belief systems that people have programmed and built up. That's going to, again, cause them, it's going to like kind of almost force them to wake up too. So I am seeing that in the tarot as well over, you know, the years to come here. And something else on a side note that I'm really drawn to, sorry, I don't think you guys can see it too well. With the star card, look at that sun. It's almost like these activations, and the temperance. Look at the temperance. This is my Archangel Michael card, and then we even have the sun here. This is all about patience, but this is a divine balance and harmony that's happening here. And it feels like with the energy of this and the, wake up of humanity, I absolutely do see higher energy activations that are occurring that will, let's say, so-called unlock parts of our energetics, our DNA, to heightened experiences of more of our natural self, such as intuition, that sort of thing. Okay. It's like direct connection with the energy, with energy source, or source's energy, I guess I could say here. But there is a sense of a multitude of things happening from over the next oh my goodness, I guess we can say even from now to 2030, massive shifts happening here. Okay. So the awakening it does feel like it's inevitable. People are waking up here, but it feels like the path, it's still forming. Okay. There's still things that need to come out here. So you guys, it truly is up to us. I mean, we have a lot of chaotic energies and plans and agendas that are being pushed, but are we going to, intensify that? Are we going to lean into that? Or are we going to allow ourselves to transform and see what's hiding behind the veil? So when we look at this Project Stargate, it feels like this is absolutely a pivotal, let's say, project that is being, projected and propelled forward in terms of different realities and divides as well. Because AI itself it's not bad. It's neutral. You think of it as neutral, but it's kind of how is it used for? You can use the AI for liberation, or you can use it for enslavement. So, I mean, what I got from the tarot is, with this project and the momentum moving forward, it does feel like a strong momentum towards more of an enslavement and, let's say, centralized system. But that's just something that I don't see that as something that is going to be a stronghold for a significant amount of time. It looks like people will wake up and kind of see what's going on behind the scenes and then reject that system. So it will assist in waking more people up as well. So it does feel like decentralized movements are happening here, but again, it's just not consenting to, let's say, more of a full digital dependence. It's rejecting those systems that are keeping us bound and keeping us tied down. So at the end of the day, lovely friends, it's really your guys' awareness and willingness to take action that will, maintain a certain timeline, right? So I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for joining me on this journey, as always. Let me know if you guys have questions or comments, or what you guys think about this whole Stargate project, or if you guys have certain topics you want me to look into. But I'm sending you guys all love and light. And, remember as well, it's not about it's really not about being like a passive observer here. We really do hold the ability to create and manifest and move into a certain frequency. So don't kind of lean into fear in these fear-based tactics, okay, guys? Question. Use your discernment. Follow from the heart. Connect to your true heart. Okay, lots of love to you guys. And until next time, bye for now.